on there.
Hey, this is Dean with Modern Day Thrive. Welcome to another edition. It's Thursday night, 7 o'clock, and thank you for joining us. Um, as always, the gentleman to my immediate left, George Weber. How you doing, George?
I got it right too.
Yeah.
Hey, how are you?
You know, the camera's a little low on you, but
Well,
you know,
we'll see if
we
I can switch it a little bit.
You know,
Hey,
we'll
no biggie.
have to fix that out in a bit. So, how's your week been?
It's not been bad actually. It's been rather eventful for me. As you know, I'm got a lot of work going on at home, so getting all kinds of quotes for fun stuff that I don't want to do, but
Yeah, really.
don't have a choice.
So, hey, so if you're just joining us, we are Modern Day Thrive. We are your talk show about side hustle, about small business, about micro business, about side hustle. I think I said that already, didn't
You did, but that's big
and
letters.
it had a lot going on this past week. But we're about debt repair, debt elimination, getting out of that
Debt be
that
gone.
crazy debt that that anchors people down, that really shouldn't. We are about cutting your expenses, finding those areas in your everyday. I don't know, all the things that are draining your accounts.
The bleeders.
The bleeders. And then finding new places, new multiple streams of revenue. I know you like that one.
I love that one actually.
And then we once in a while get to talk about some cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, whatnot.
It's been active this week.
It has been an active week. So I want you to like, follow, and share as often as you can. Whilst you're watching this show, we definitely need more of you out there. So chat in, let us know what you're doing. If you want to promote your business,
Sure.
Let's talk about it. So anyway, that's all I got. Good night, everyone. I'm going home. So
That was a quick hour.
yeah, really. Ooh, man, that
Got
was
it done.
fun. So anyway, yeah, crypto.
It's been crazy.
Yeah, I could.
I think it went back down to 44, like right before, and I think it got up to around 46. And even Doge kind of had a nice little pop.
I'm gonna go ahead and share in this. Let me go ahead and share in this page. Share screen. Let's go ahead and share screen. There we go. Share. Boom.
Yeah, it looks like everything kind of tanked in the last half of the day.
So we are in there. So yeah, I mean, it's nice to see Bitcoin back up to at least the mid 40s.
Sure.
I'm sure a lot of people are liking the fact that it's out of the basement, back out of the 30s, and at least it's been kind of hanging out here, for the most part, pretty decent.
Yeah,
so,
sure.
It's really been cool. What's anything new that you've been doing with your coins?
I'm just every week, I'm putting a certain amount of Bitcoin based on what my server produces online to my Celsius account, which basically is an interest-based account. And about every 5 days for my servers at home,
Right.
I get about $18 to $21 about every week, and I split that as soon as I get it. I put 5 automatically into Algorand. I'll leave the other in Bitcoin, and I
Right.
wait for that to grow a little bit, and then I'll decide where I'm going to transfer it.
Right.
I haven't quite decided yet how I'm going to do it. I may decide to buy another coin that's
I,
going to earn me money. I don't
I'm
know.
looking at the little small dollar ones here, and
Mhm.
everything's down except for this Alchemy Pay. And guess what I bought beginning of the week?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I actually bought this. It was like Monday, Tuesday this week. It was listed at like 4 cents.
And that may be why it's kind of still holding, because it's still new.
It is new, so people are kind of you see something at 4 cents a coin. So
Let me
yeah,
get in before it goes up.
I dropped a little bit on it, not hardly any is.
Mhm. Sure.
Side chump change, dinner. I dropped a little bit on it, and of course it doubled. It's doubled its price since I got in, and here's something new I haven't seen. It's tradable on Coinbase is Lotex, but yet I don't
I
think
have
it
not seen that
says
one.
new. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. They keep adding them, I guess.
Mhm.
Every week they're adding more and more and more, and this one's coming in at 12 cents. As far as it seems really new. That's a week, that's a month,
Yeah.
that's a year. Well, looks like it's jumped around a bit, but 12 cents a coin. That might be worth something.
Sure.
Like I said, these are the stuff I kind of like to do is just, not eat out that day and just
Find the off brands.
drop a few dollars on something that's,
Sure.
that's
Few dollars sometimes can go a long way
so
in the right direction. Appreciate the like.
Oh, we
Thank
got
you.
a like out there?
We do.
Who liked us? Who liked us?
It's our favorite hot dog gal.
Oh, Naja, how you doing? Hey, sweetheart. Nice to have you out there. Nice to have you chatting in.
What are we looking at? We're looking at some Bitcoin. We're looking at the markets in general. They were kind of pretty volatile this week. So we're not going to do a whole show on it, but we're just kind of popping in to do a quick glance.
Absolutely. So, yeah, Naja, if you want to join us on the program tonight, if you want to talk about your business, why don't I send you a link if you want? So
sure, hop in.
I will actually.
I'm gonna
post it here. This is a StreamYard link, and if you would like, you can click on that link and join us. It's a camera thing, so go ahead and
it would be nice.
Hey, it'd be fun.
Invite all your friends.
She said sure.
All
so
right.
Go ahead and jump in when we see you pop in. We'll pull you into the show, and we want to talk to you about it.
Have a talk.
I talked to her earlier today. She was parked out front, and she I'm not sure if she had a good day outside or not. So
we'll have to find out.
We'll have to find out. So, but back to crypto, Cardano. Holy cow! Look at Cardano.
Wow.
$170. I think my brother is probably happy about that one. Cardano was at $1.40.
Yeah.
Dropped to like $1.10, $1.20. When everybody was kind of
freaking
bottoming out, and now it's at $1.76. So that is really not bad.
All you'd have to have is a decent amount of shares, and it makes it really worth it.
Right. So
that's what 30 some cents if you had. What if you had 1,000 shares? That's not a bad number to say.
That's not a bad number.
Assuming you were selling.
Yep. I'm definitely looking at all these and trying to find. Actually, I didn't look at my Coinbase today, so I'm kind of perusing and looking at some of my DAI. Hey, look, DAI's still at $1. Thank goodness.
See, if you're worried about losing money, you should have just bought a bunch of die.
you know, yeah. Dogecoin 26 cents. It's pretty good. It's hanging in there. My stellar lumens, man. I don't know what happened. They're just a sleeper. They're a dog without a bone.
I'm not sure what that means, Naja. It just says sharing. I don't know. Once you click on that link, you should be able to connect through.
You can connect right in with us. We'll be talking live. So if you want, but sharing is okay too, but I want to have a conversation with you, because you leave so early in the afternoon, I want to have a conversation, talk about the hot dog empire that you are cornering in Orlando. So, anyway, my
Oh, she's using her Cash App to buy stocks. There you go. It's not a bad idea.
Cash App,
yeah.
Buying Bitcoin through.
I don't even have a Cash App account. I don't really have a need for it.
Yeah.
I mean, because I don't do a lot of accept transactions at this point from individuals, so it just doesn't buy me anything to use it. But
no, a lot of people that they're already in the process of getting paid taking Cash App, then you can easily just convert it over to Bitcoin or whatever, and then you can move it around, do whatever you want to do. But my Decentraland is looking okay, and my basic attention token. Yeah, I got a few in here that are actually doing all right. So, but look at all the negatives.
So the basic attention token, the BAT token.
Yeah,
there's a browser you can install on the computer.
Yeah,
and you earn BAT tokens just by browsing. And the advertisement, when you put it on there,
just by browsing.
Just by browsing, yeah.
Huh. I am going to. What is going on here? So. Yeah, they've been crawling up. They've been moving on up. Just in the last week, they're they're just steady growing. I'm very excited about that. That's a wonderful thing.
So it's kind of used to monetize people when you're browsing. So it blocks all advertisements and it gives you options to view advertisements. When you do, they pay you for BAT. That's basically getting paid for viewing the advertisements that we get bombarded with through other browsers automatically.
Right. So
yeah. It's called Brave.
They just hijack the advertisements then.
They kind of hide it, I guess, and give you the option.
Yeah.
It's called Brave. It's a neat little browser. Just it's not like stellar payouts, but you get paid over time.
That makes me feel good since I bought those those coins some months ago, and it's done all right by me. And and now it's so maybe people are liking it that much. But yeah, everything looks, pretty pissy, everything's down like anywhere from 3 to 8% down.
I haven't watched the news. I'm wondering if some kind of news came out that freaked everyone out. That's usually kind of how that goes. Because they're all kind of, they all seem like they were all good until about midday, maybe.
Right.
So about that time frame, it kind of freaked out.
Okay. Well, yeah. So if you're out there in the Bitcoin world interested, so what's Naja been saying here? I made some money. She says, I'm using my Cash App to buy stocks. I made some money. Bought Disney, Moderna, and BlackBerry. BlackBerry?
I didn't even know they were still in business, but I guess they are.
Are they coming out with a new phone? What other sector besides Bitcoin? I'm not sure what she's asking there.
I'm not sure, but that's kind of a little bit of diversity. Obviously, I think Moderna. I think that's the company with the shots.
Yeah.
And you got Disney, and Disney stock's pretty expensive. But you can buy partials these days. So But they take so long to pay out dividends that you're really only going to make money if they go up and you sell it.
Right.
So
right.
I generally don't buy anything that doesn't have another benefit to it. That's just me. I don't. It's it's just the way I operate from that standpoint.
All right.
BlackBerry though?
What's that now?
I'd have to look at BlackBerry and see what they're offering these days.
Whatever BlackBerry. BlackBerry?
We're assuming we're talking about the
old phones,
the phone devices, but
BlackBerry. There's a BlackBerry Security. What is that?
That looks like a
intelligent security everywhere solutions products. BlackBerry optics person. I'm not sure which
I'm not even
BlackBerry she's
sure.
talking
Yeah, I'm not
about,
either.
but
You have to.
there's a
Oh, she
business,
said
but
yeah, so I'm assuming she's talking about the phones. But
well,
hey, they could make a comeback. You never know.
weirder things have happened.
They could have
Who
that
knows?
one chipset
Who knows
that
where
has something special.
who knows where they pivoted in the last
Hmm
10 years since iPhone kind of buried them. Who knows how they pivoted? Maybe they
I
went
can't say
into
I've seen one in
maybe
the
they
store
went into
though.
military and did a bunch of
Maybe.
things that we'll never know about, and then they go, "Ooh, now we can kind of jump back
Yeah,
in with
it
the
could be one of those
smarter."
devices that could get signal where there's nothing.
Yeah, yeah. Who knows? But
Yeah.
that would be kind of an interesting thing. The first I've heard of BlackBerry in the last 10 years, I think.
Yeah.
Since everybody kind of like pushed them off the desk.
Be like buying stock in Blockbuster.
As Blockbuster comes out with a new
I hope it does well for you, but
if Blockbuster decided to be a VOD, maybe they could have, I don't know.
It was hot 2 months ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That could be an interesting story to see how that goes over time.
Right.
I mean, just like all the stuff we're doing, there's just, there's a lot going on. So, of course, all the people are, saying, oh, Bitcoin's going to go to 100 again. So, we'll see what happens.
Absolutely. So
we'll see what happens.
Anyway, back to the fun stuff.
Back to the Bat Cave.
Where did we leave off last week? Where am I punching here? What's the next thing? Are we jumping right into,
yeah, let's take a look at where we're
I'm
at.
going to pop this back up.
Sure.
We've, I guess we've probably kind of gone down our list quite a bit. We're going to have to start adding to this list, but I guess the biggest part is, I think the latest thing we've, talking about side hustles and micro businesses, stuff like that.
I'm still looking for some good micro business. I haven't found anything yet that I could provide any good information on, but I'm looking.
Right.
If they're out there,
And-
I just
and-
haven't found it yet.
What I've seen, how they kind of determine which is a small business versus micro business.
Mhm.
Small business can be anywhere up to 100 people.
Gotcha.
Micro businesses, I guess I would
A
be
guy in a
I
shack.
Guess, I'm a guy in a studio, a couple of people floating around here.
Sure.
But I guess I'd be considered a micro business.
Mhm.
Kind of hard to pinpoint it, but they're saying small business, even though I've always thought of myself as a small businessman. Technically, I guess I am.
Yeah.
But now they're calling them micro businesses.
Yeah.
And I think Naja is probably, she has a micro business with her hot dog, her hot dog business. The cart, the New York hot dogs, so I'm kind of thinking, these micro businesses really kind of it's got to be a less of an investment, I guess.
It would be something small, something
Yeah.
that generates income.
Yep.
I would. That's what I would consider a micro business.
And I would like to even add to that. Ideally, it would probably be less of a time investment than than some other types of companies, businesses, stuff like that.
Yeah,
So,
if you're wearing all the hats, you're in it all day, which you technically are.
Yeah.
It's definitely more of an investment of time because the wheels don't move.
Right.
If you're not moving them.
Well, if you're like vending machines, if you own like 5-10 vending machines, we're looking online and saw a bunch of vending machines.
Oh, look what I see.
What's that?
A connection.
Oh my goodness. Are you ready to come in?
I think she's ready. She's waving.
All right. We're going to bring you in. Hold on. How you doing, Naja?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good. Let me adjust this properly. There you go. So, how was your day today? How was the hot dog business?
You know how it is, Dean. Every day is a different story with the vintage hot dog cart.
Yeah.
I can have a good day. I can have a bad day. The weather is really, really interfering. Honestly, I think I'm affected by, I don't understand why I'm not busy, especially on John Young in that industrial area.
Right.
My thing is, it's of course the rain. Nobody wants to pull up or get out their car. And you already know they don't even get out their car anymore because I made it convenient for them just to pull up in the car.
You have
You
a
know,
drive-through hot dog business. There you
exactly.
go.
They pull
Hey,
up, they don't even get out.
I don't know.
So
I
I
guess,
had about 3 of those today.
you
You
might
know,
be, at least in Orlando, you might be the world's first drive-through hot dog
And I believe I am, and I'm gonna get a sign for that. I'm
business.
gonna say something like "pull up," but
That's
anyway,
it.
but
That's it. You need to put a
you
sign
saw,
up on
I
the
don't know if you
street,
saw,
drive-through hot dogs.
right, right.
When the
You know
website's up,
what?
that
Maybe
should
I
be on
need to
there.
put. Well, I got to get those flags. I got to get signs, like you said.
Yeah. Yeah.
And those other flags are in my way. You saw that, and you saw what I did with my sign today, which was
Yeah.
genius. I think
Uh,
it helped me. It helped me get in. Like I believe it helped with getting the people in. They're
right.
like, I had
We're
people
gonna
say, "Yeah, I saw your sign."
we're
You
gonna
know,
like maybe talk to my neighbor here who owns those flags and see if maybe that
yeah.
one in the corner we can move
What's his
onto the
name
other
again? I forgot
side.
his name.
Francis.
Francis.
So
Yeah,
we're gonna maybe see if we
he
can,
loves my hot dogs.
Oh,
Yeah,
if he loves, then ask him for a favor. Ask him, hey, can we
I
move
know,
that
right?
one like onto the
But
other
he's never
side?
even there. It's like I knocked on his window. I knocked on his door
Right.
yesterday.
Yeah,
To
I'll show
yeah,
you how to get in touch with him. But
okay, okay.
we'll
He hides
figure
in the
that
back
out. So
building.
yeah, signage
He
is real
does.
good.
He
So
does
now,
because I see like people talk to the door. Yeah,
so
yeah.
for the people who don't know,
I need people to know about the vintage dog card. I'm a struggling little business person. And it's like I feel like it's either they're not familiar with the brand, or am I at the wrong spot? Like I'm going on my 2nd month now.
yeah. Well,
So
I mean, sometimes it takes a bit, but also we had the COVID kind of
Hmm.
this, call it the second wave COVID,
Resurgence.
yeah,
that maybe people are, because traffic has been different.
It has actually everywhere,
Traffic has been different.
not
So
just
I
here.
think people are kind of overreacting again,
Hmm.
and they're
yeah.
freaking out and they're not coming out. But you know what?
Well,
Normally, I mean,
the traffic is
like for
bad.
those who don't know, I met Naja at one of the farmers markets. I think it was the
Lake
Lake Mary.
Mary.
Yep. And we were doing where I was trying to figure out what I was going to do for my open house.
Hmm.
Back in April, end of April, I think we did that. And I met them. I met Naja and her husband, and I thought, come out and do this. Come out and be one of our vendors at
Hmm.
the event. And I wish I had more
Yeah,
people, but we did all right. And
we
after
should
that,
do that again.
yeah, we definitely that was the thought, but
We should do that
Well, it's
again.
coming up soon.
what happened, in the last 4 months? I guess it just kind
I
of got
know.
sidetracked.
I don't
That's
even know if right now is a good time to do it though, because you're right. The weather
Uh,
is hell. You never know what you're gonna get.
the
I'm
rain
so
has been
over this weather. It really is. It's
normally you shouldn't even be affected by it. Normally summertime rain is
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock in the
Yeah.
afternoon.
Right
So,
now, no,
and
it's
you
all
should
over.
be all packed up
lately
and long gone.
it's just been real heavy. Like it was so bad yesterday. Like I was drenched.
Yeah.
You know?
All of a
It
sudden I
was coming
noticed
at me on both sides yesterday.
we were
It,
filming in the back in the studio, and I
I
don't think it
know.
was raining on that side of the building, and it was pouring rain in the front. And I'm going,
Florida rain.
Yeah,
because we would have heard it in the back of the building because with the
Yeah.
middle in the studio.
yeah.
So, and then I go up front and go, oh my God. And then I look out the door and I see you just pushing that stuff out of the way and trying
Yeah.
to run from the rain. And
I don't play around.
yeah, really. So when did you start your hot dog cart?
So I technically bought my hot dog cart in February before the March of the COVID thing.
Right.
Oh,
And I was, then I got it picked up 2 days before the COVID shut
Oh,
down.
no.
Yep. And then when I picked it up, we went, I took it back because we couldn't work it anyway. So it sat for a little bit. And that's just this past November, I started taking it out. And it's doing really good with birthday parties. Like I'm doing birthday parties, like maybe like one. Well, now I'm doing like 2 a month, you
nice.
know? Everybody wants a New York style hot dog cart in their backyard, you know?
Absolutely. So birthday parties. So that's a form of catering.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. That's why my company's called MMJ, the Vintage Dog Cart and Catering.
Nice.
Yes.
So
MMJ is just a company name, and then you got the vintage dog cart, and then you got the cater. Because I do the ketos on Sunday. I do keto meal prep on
Nice.
Sundays and Wednesdays. Yeah, I got a pretty good handful. I got a few customers that are that've been going on with me for almost a year now.
no kidding. Let me do a quick share of your Facebook page here.
Yeah.
Hang on a second. No, I have to do a share.
Thank you. It's all about sharing. It's honestly believe word of mouth is the best thing. Also.
Okay, so yeah, definitely word of mouth. Let me hit
I've
the
had a
share
few
button here.
customers.
There you are.
Yeah, thank you.
On the screen here. Let me put you up full
Yeah.
screen so people can kind of see it. And I'm going to do a little scrolling action here.
And I know this is the time people are, they're going to start watching their weight now. They're going to start ordering ketos because everybody wants to look good for the holidays.
Absolutely, or at least look as good as they can until they
I
pig
usually,
out
you know
over
what
the
I
holidays.
usually exactly what I usually do. I'll eat ketos like all month of October, so that way I can pig out for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yeah,
I
I'm
sure
sure the
plan it out.
dietitians
I
out
lose.
there are going to be writhing in their seats about that comment. But
Yeah, right.
Right.
but sure, no, I love the hot dogs, love the knishes.
I have the best hot dogs in Orlando. I'm not kidding
Knishes,
you.
And that really, because the last time I had a knish before Naja's,
Mhm.
I just placed another order for them. They get shipped. They get shipped all the way over here.
Uh-oh.
No kidding. So, we're totally supportive. Yeah, there's a picture of the
Thank
sign.
you.
I actually, I think I posted on one of her posts a picture of one of the hot dogs. I took a picture of the hot
You
dog.
did. You took a great pictures.
And kind of reach out. Look at this. Is this one of the birthday parties?
Yeah, that was the Woodstock party that I did for a bunch of older people. They had so much fun. It was great. It was over 100 people there.
Right.
I served hundreds of hot dogs. Oh my God.
Wow.
They were eating and drinking and having fun. Great, 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 great family. And the whole theme was awesome. They had a Beatles band, a tribute. They had a tribute Beatles band that's actually very, very, very popular here in Orlando.
No kidding.
Wow.
It was pretty cool.
So, the biggest obviously is, the biggest hurdle for you is finding the crowds, finding a crowd and what's the obstacle once you find an event, what's an obstacle for you? If there's an event you want to go to, to.
Yeah, like I've been wanting to do, like, for instance, I want to do like the Daytona race or whatever, right?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
It's like it's hell to get in there. It's like a waiting list. I'm on a waiting list for that.
Is that
Plus,
like with the city of Daytona, or is there some other?
Yeah, so I have to get like a temporary. I can get like a temporary. I don't even need a permit. All I need is a tax receipt from Daytona,
Oh, okay.
and I'm good. But the thing is, it's like it's like a lottery. You have to sell what you got. They ask you, send your menu. What's so special about your car? And da-da-da. So I said the whole spiel on that. And then she actually calls me back and says, well, you're on the waiting list. So it's $500. I believe it's like $500 for the weekend, for the 3-day weekend that they have.
Wow, $500.
And then $500,
and then of hot dogs to get to that.
Not just that, you have to give them, I believe, like 10% of whatever you make.
After spending $500 for the
weekend,
weekend,
a lot. They're doing that a lot because that's how they make money every other way. But I don't want to deal with that. I just want to have my own little spot where everybody can just know about, and anybody that knows about the dog is going to come anyway. What happened?
Maybe you can just go across the street.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
So for all those watching, we're definitely, big hot dog fans here. And
those are the best hot dogs.
Yeah, they're great.
They really are.
So,
and the onion
you're
sauce.
out front. Is it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday?
Yes. Because Friday and Mondays are pretty quiet over there.
Right. So for the time being, it's Tuesday through Thursday. Usually get there about 11 a.m. just before lunch starts. And
it's all ready to set and go at 11.
You leave either the rain comes or the hot
Right,
dogs
right.
sell.
The whole right. So the
Until
whole
you
thing is
run
to
out of
be
hot
there.
dogs, or
No,
you
I
know.
never run out of hot dogs. I usually end up going home with maybe just one or two, but I know how to like go without wasting now. You know what I mean? So I
Right.
try
Good
my
idea.
best of that
So this
because it's not
party,
good to waste, and plus it's expensive. You don't want to throw money away.
yeah, two big parties this Saturday. First party, homemade only, 50 pounds of potato salad,
You
50
see
pounds
that?
of macaroni, 50 pounds of Mexican corn salad,
Oh,
300
Oh.
hot dogs, 100 sausages, 100 vegan. Oh my God. How did you do all that?
Oh, it's easy.
Yeah. Okay. So
just the storage for all of it.
really,
Oh my
so
God, it was. Yeah, it's a lot of chopping.
in
You
the
know?
at some point while you're still on, just definitely put your contact information in the chat so that
Oh yeah.
people
Oh
can see
yeah.
it, and definitely do that because people are going to possibly want to know, and sometimes so that's
Right.
exactly that's crazy how much food
It's awesome.
Well,
that
they even called me back, and they're gonna throw another birthday party, for one of their children. I'm like, sure, no problem.
hot dog
Yeah,
party. There you go.
isn't
Nothing's
that cool? They
easier.
can, I mean, the best thing is to have is a hot dog cart at your birthday party. You can't beat that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So, wow,
Almost everyone likes it, except my daughter.
almost every, well,
One of my daughters. Won't touch him.
so great.
You see
This
my keto meals?
is that what that is?
Yeah,
The keto
that's
meal?
all keto right there.
We got to talk more about that. We got to talk more about maybe
Yeah,
this spin-off
it's
cooking
delicious.
show that, this keto
I
show.
have the best cauliflower.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay. That is, and cauliflower is just a great
I love
vehicle. It's a
cauliflower.
great vehicle for any flavor almost.
It really
Just,
is.
you can go curry.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm itching. I actually bought a head of cauliflower last week, so now I'm thinking,
Oh, good.
ooh, maybe I want to do some curry cauliflower, or something like that. Just some crazy
Yeah,
other,
give it a shot.
yeah. Why not? Because
Yeah, we should do it. We should do like a test kitchen thing.
there you
On
go.
buy a whole
I'm all
bunch of
about that.
cauliflower heads.
So what's the meat there? What is that on the?
That's salmon. It's probably salmon or pork loin.
Yeah.
Looks like pork.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
That one looks like
that
pork.
one looks like pork.
yeah,
But
That-
it could be salmon.
Definitely
Yeah.
cool. Definitely cool. So we're
Yeah.
gonna have to do something in the kitchen, and
yeah.
I think
You got to get that. It's really going to be. All you need is a little burner and a food processor, and you're good.
absolutely.
That's all you need. Go buy that new the portable little stoves,
Uh-huh.
and
Yep.
and a food processor and a pan.
George Foreman, you're good to go.
Yeah.
And
Well,
there you go. That too, you can use that for the protein.
Mhm.
believe it or not,
Yeah.
my stove burned out like a couple of weeks ago. I just haven't had time to go either get it fixed or not. But
Yeah.
I've been cooking on a George Foreman. I'm cooking eggs on a George Foreman.
Really?
It can be done. Yes, it can be done. I'm
They're
cooking-
scrambled and
I have
wavy.
to-
but-
I have to see
The
this.
wavy, I can do them over easy. I
Oh,
can
that's
do them
funny.
scrambled. I can.
Oh
You
no!
close the lid?
I can make. Yes, you can even close the lid.
It
and
sounds
cook the
kind of
top.
messy to me.
No, it's really not.
The
I mean,
drip
I
pan
go,
is full of eggs.
I love breakfast, but I go,
Me too.
I gotta have bread. I gotta have eggs tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I have no stove. So, the next morning I went out on the barbecue and turned on the little burner outside, but I'm not going to just go out there just to make a couple of eggs.
Mhm.
So I decided to try the George Foreman
Pivot.
and I took a little spray, put a little spray on, cracked a couple
You need
of
to
eggs on
see
the
that
hot pan.
live action.
All right, that's what I'll do tomorrow.
That's
I
right.
You
will.
need to
I
see
will.
that.
I will make
All
breakfast
I
on
see
the
is
George
egg
Foreman.
drippings everywhere.
No, it doesn't. It's great.
It's
My
all
broken
in the drip
stove.
pan.
I don't even. I even moved the drip pan out because for some reason this George Foreman doesn't. Maybe my whole house is
Tilted.
tilted back or something, but the George Foreman doesn't even.
It's
and the
supposed
eggs,
to.
when the pan is hot and you got the nonstick on there,
Mhm.
it
That's amazing.
It cooks
Interesting.
great eggs, and when I get
Hey,
a chance to flip
did
them,
you ever see my one time in Lake Mary? I did I did a breakfast dog with an over easy egg right on top of the hot
Lord.
dog.
there
You
you
get a
It
lot
was
of
go.
people buying that,
amazing.
I bet.
There you
It
go.
was
So,
amazing. It was delicious. It really was.
right now, I'm cooking anything I'm cooking. If it's not in the microwave, it's on the George Foreman right
Yeah.
now.
I
Until
just
can
did some jalapeno poppers in the air fryer.
Mm.
air
Yeah.
fryer. Love the air fryer.
Yep.
That's
Me too. It's my
another
best
thing.
friend.
My air fryer currently, because I bought one of those all-in-ones, a microwave / air fryer
Yeah,
/ oven,
yeah.
and unfortunately, the air fryer part of it only gets to like 400 degrees, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's not hot enough.
that's the hottest you're gonna get with the air fryer.
Actually, no. I think my one previous was 450, and
Was it
for some
really?
reason,
I
a
know.
difference.
it's a whole different animal when you get to 450
Well,
plus.
now you can buy your stove with that built in.
Yeah, after I've got a busted stove, it's only like 4 years old. I'm not
Right.
itching to go buy another stove
Yeah, right.
right now.
Yeah, you
so-
don't need it. You got the air fryer,
You're
and
right,
all you need is that
So
one Nuvo burner, or whatever that thing's called.
I'm wondering which one I should look at, because they have the grill that takes it's got the lid on it,
Mhm.
and I mean there's a few things out there, but right
Those
now
big flat ones work
right
good
now,
because you can cook anything on
right
them.
now a $20 George Foreman
Mhm.
grill I bought brand new like a month ago. A $20 grill is replacing a $600 stove. So I'm like, wow, that's
It's
and
funny every time I go to the Goodwill, I see millions of those George Foreman grills just sitting there,
and they're
and it's usually the
discounting
little
and
single ones.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Oops, let's go
It's
back to
so
here.
funny.
So, yeah, man, I'm just, it's been for me the month of, and then I noticed my dishwasher crapped out on me like just this week. I'm turning it on. It's like,
Yeah,
all
I
right,
have.
now
Yeah,
what?
Yeah.
What else? So it's two major appliances, I'm going to have to deal with. So, and they're maybe a year apart from each other. So like 4 or 5 years
you
old.
too,
So,
but
Yeah.
you can fix it yourself.
I'll probably have to look at that, but
Yeah.
I can't seem to be home very long. I'm
Hey,
working
we could do
weekends and nights.
a do it yourself little podcast,
Yeah,
and
fix
then you
your
bring
own
in.
appliance.
Well, yeah, we'll bring in your dishwasher, and I'll bring in something else.
Contact George Foreman because I got to tell you, I'm his biggest fan right now. If I can cook eggs on a George Foreman, we need to
I
get
need to
him.
see that,
Need
and
to
I'm
get
going to
him on the
Google it when
show.
we're
I'm going
done.
to do that. I'm going to like my stove crapped out. Here's Foreman cooking eggs, and I can do it all in one.
Meet my
I
replacement.
take some bacon or some sausage. I even take some tater tots so I can make like little hash browns
Mhm.
thingies. Throw it right on the
Wow.
George Foreman, drop the lid, and it cooks a lot
Next thing
faster.
you know, Dean's gonna have you. Next thing you know, you're gonna have a recipe book for the George Foreman grill.
I don't
Your
remember them
version.
in their infomercials talking about how to cook eggs.
I don't either.
Insane.
And I gotta tell you, I'm doing it.
I
So
probably never thought anyone would go there.
anyway, so you said you were buying stocks on what stocks are you
Yeah,
getting
just like
into?
little stuff like the BlackBerry. Kevin told me to buy that. I bought it. I think I spent like $50 on it.
Yeah.
And I'm like at only like at $124. And then I bought some Disney, but that would I spent like $25 and made like $76 on it, but that went down,
Mhm.
which is weird. And then the shot Moderna, the Moderna, that's constantly up and down. It doesn't like stay. But I'm always I don't have time to follow all that, so
I wonder
I
how
just play
Moderna
around with it when I do have time.
they're not charging for
I'm
stocks.
learning. I'm still learning.
I'm wondering how their business actually. Obviously, they have other things.
They're not
besides-
charging, but the government bought them, so someone got paid.
Well, if the government bought them, then
Yeah.
sure.
And they got
but,
paid good, probably.
I don't know.
It's just something I'm just like play around with,
Okay. Well,
every
yeah.
day. Yeah. Yeah.
But you don't get into the coin, huh? The Bitcoin.
No,
and
no,
the
no, no. I
crypto?
don't. No, I no, not yet.
Not yet.
Well, I'm like I said, I'm still learning. So,
right.
and
Well,
you got to have that money to throw in too.
I use Coinbase, so that's a great. As a friend of mine saying, it's kindergarten
graders.
for coin, but but it really is simple, and
Yep.
you don't have to make a big old, intellectual commitment to trying to figure out what the hell you're doing. You just
Right.
do it, you buy something, and you watch the prices, and when it goes up, you're happy. When it doesn't, you're like,
Yeah.
something's going on.
Well, not only
And,
that, it's a good starter for you because we can show you how to get free coin.
Oh yeah,
And that'll
there's
get you
free
started.
coin. You could jump in, get some free.
I just earned another 3 of something. I forget which
Are
one.
you going to do some live classes or something?
I'm not sure you have to really, because
No, you can just come over and we'll show you.
Yeah, you come over. Well, yes,
They're all over the internet.
could
They're all
show
over YouTube. That's all you got to do is YouTube
Right.
Coinbase free, and
Yeah.
you'll find hundreds of people just
I
showing
gotta
what to
tell
do.
you, you're not gonna understand it, but it doesn't mean you can't buy it.
Yeah.
Because it just says there's a price. Like I was saying, I bought that what was that, Alchemy Pay?
Mhm.
I bought that at 4 cents. I dropped a few bucks down, price of a pizza, and I doubled my money.
Mhm.
Actually tripled, and then it dropped a little bit. So, doubled my money, and it's sitting there, and I'm just gonna let it ride, just
Mhm.
kind of see where it's gonna go, because I'm not gonna retire off making $10, $20, $30, whatever. But it's a lottery ticket that you never know. I think
Exactly.
I bought like 400 or 500 coins.
Wow.
And and all of a sudden, if that turns into $1, $10, $100, $1,000, it might take a few years, but one of these is going to kick in,
Oh, sure.
and
Maybe a couple at the same time.
maybe a couple at the same time. Who knows? So, got some construction going off in the back. We got somebody's building a sci-fi set in our studio. So,
Oh.
May get a little noisy.
Might get a little noisy, but we're cool. So, wow, yeah. Well, anyways, we definitely want to make sure that people understand that our favorite resident hot dog lady is right outside my door on John Young Parkway between Princeton and Silver Star on John Young, 3 days a week for
Links
lunch.
Lane, John Young. Links
Yep.
Lane.
24, we'll call it
71 Links Lane.
2471, which is my address, but she's 20
Yes.
feet in
I
front
use your address, Dean.
I'm
and
gonna start getting mail.
and yeah,
Right?
don't have mail show up at my door.
What's this bill?
Yeah.
Right there.
Sign
We're
for
right
that.
next door to Links Operations,
Yeah. Yeah, the links
across the street from Frito-Lay.
Right. And it'll catch on, and you'll have the Frito-Lay people walking across the street.
Yeah, that's what you need.
we've
You
had
know, there was actually a couple who actually drove across the street.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can
I had about
understand.
3 that told me that. So that was pretty cool.
They
They were telling me it's that one turn that way, just it's annoying, I guess. There's a turn that they make, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
one great thing
But I'm like,
about,
don't worry, it's worth the turn.
yeah, one great thing about that, there's a street light, and for some reason they changed that left turn
The
to a
flashing.
blinking
Yeah.
instead of
Which I like because I used to have to sit there.
right. And
Yeah.
believe me, I used to have to sit there.
My
and
bike wouldn't turn it half the time.
yeah.
Now it does. but
Wow.
since they fixed it, but I'm like,
But
really?
now they've changed a bunch of lights
Yeah.
to be a left turn blinker, so you could actually
I
cross.
haven't seen
if
any
there's no
accidents
crowd.
either, really, that I could see.
No,
don't
thank
think there would
God.
be. I don't
I've
think there
seen
would
some like loud honking at the light, but that's about it. It's either a bus driver or a truck driver.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It'd be
But,
interesting is, I don't know how many people are over there at Frito-Lay, but I wonder if you can come up with some type of a small coupon flyer to say, hey,
Right.
X amount
Yeah.
off.
Right.
It
That's a
would
good
probably be
idea.
worth it if all of a sudden you got, 20 people that came over there. What you gave off on that meal may be worth what you sell.
Well,
That's a great idea.
yeah.
Thanks for sharing that.
Sometimes doing a thing.
Yeah.
We do everything we can.
Because I don't think they
Yeah.
can eat there.
Help get the word out. You need to find a way
Yeah.
to get you a picnic table out.
Did
there.
you know that
Yeah,
Amazon?
right.
Did you guys know that Amazon? I always wondered why Amazon never. I mean, I see them come by a lot, but they're not allowed to eat in the van or in the whatever they're driving, and plus they have to
Oh.
they have to clock out. Yeah.
I've heard a lot
Yeah.
of horror stories about Amazon.
Not allowed to eat on the van. Wow.
No, but like FedEx, they eat in the truck and stuff like that. Other places, but no, they're not allowed.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it sucks.
Need some little picnic tables or something.
Yeah.
Out there, yeah.
Well, if you ever see them, sometimes they're all parked over there by the Wawa because they're getting ready to
Because
get their
they got
their
outdoor
last bite or
tables,
whatever. Then they hit the road.
and they got
Yeah.
outdoor tables there and
Yeah.
whatnot. So
They do, yeah.
Yeah, I always see multiple vans up at there at the gas
they have
station.
these little foldable.
Well,
picnic
I bought that foldable table, and I'm gonna bring 2 plastic black chairs that I have here.
Yeah.
Because I've already had that comment twice. Oh, you should have some chairs out here. I'm like, okay, sure. I get it. I would want to sit down and eat too. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't mind it at all. I don't mind listening or hearing people's feedback. I want to know. I'm here to cater to their needs. It's important.
Absolutely. So I know I
Got some more comments there. Appreciate that.
what's going
So
on? Yeah. They eat the lost boxes. I don't know what that means.
I don't either. I'm trying to figure. I'm reading it and I'm going, am I reading that wrong? All right, you got to tell us what that means.
They eat the lost boxes. I don't know what that means. So anyway,
It's weird.
I catch you, Naja. I catch you once in a while. Because sometimes we get some of the homeless people walking by, and man, bless your heart, she's always trying to feed somebody walking down the street. You are just terrific about that. I
Careful,
was
you're gonna have a line
I
one
was
day.
there, of course. Now it reminds me that I got to start dressing down. She might think I'm a homeless person. No, but you are feeding people. Out of the kindness of your heart, you are feeding people who can't pay. I think she froze up.
Yeah, I think
she
so
froze
too.
up. I think we lost her. Anyway, sweetheart, I'm gonna see if maybe you unfreeze your thing. George, we're gonna talk. We've got some time left.
We do.
You want to talk about that?
Yeah, sure.
We're gonna hop off Naja for a bit and see if she kind of pops back in. But she just fell out. So what was going on with coming off of last week's thing with
So yeah, actually I looks like she popped back on.
she popped back on. I'll throw her.
Wait, she can come in. She can comment on what I'm about to present and see what she thinks.
Okay.
I'm always interested in what people have to say about some of the content.
Tell us, are you doing a screen share?
I am going to do a screen share.
Okay.
Let me bring it up first. Give me 1 second here. This is always fun.
Yeah, it sure is. Hold, please. We need some elevator music for this. So what's going on here? What am I looking at?
All right. So
I'm gonna bring it up full screen so I can see.
we had found this
Can't
site
see
the
that.
other day, and we were looking at just throwing some numbers out there. And here I am, way far back in there, but that's okay. We'll start back at the beginning. And we were just throwing some numbers in there just to kind of show some absurdity of what happens when you manage your debt a certain way.
Right.
So I just did a kind of hypothetical, and basically what I'm showing here is this first slide is exactly the same because it's the same starting point. It's the first year, and we're just using 10,000 as a typical number.
Sure.
Because it's very common for someone to have 10,000 in debt.
I think it is.
And 23% is not uncommon. Actually, it's pretty common, and it may even actually be low.
I'm thinking it's low, but yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just using that as a kind of a starting number. So,
and they like that payment right around $309.
Yeah, so
I think that's a little low too. I think
it may be. I'm kind of using their guidance on this one,
Okay.
and for illustration purposes, it works.
Okay.
So as we can see in the first year, I mean, you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, only a small portion of the 5th year.
Yeah.
But you're looking at $5,760 over that 5 years.
Just an interest, right?
Just an interest.
Right.
For
a
$10,000 loan.
Yes.
So
Yes.
what I did was this, we'll see on the second slide here.
Oh, now I can see it.
Oh, it took a minute to come through?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. So on the second slide, the typical number for that beginning of the second year would have been 8,434.
Right.
What I did was on the right-hand side, I put an example of what if you added an additional $10 per week.
Okay.
So an additional $40 a month, but
Right.
per week,
Right.
not at the end of the month, but per week. Okay. So if you notice, even in the first year, it would have been 4 additional years and a small little piece.
Right.
It goes down to 3 automatically. That's a
I
decent jump.
I don't see a payment change here. The
So
monthly-
eight. No, I left the payment the same.
Okay.
I left that there on purpose because remember we talked last time, and it's not really a good idea to lower the payment just because they tell you they want you to lower the payment. So I
Oh.
left the payments alone
Right.
at a standard figure. And on the right, we're adding $10 per week
Yep.
for the entire year.
Okay.
So as you can notice, the difference is, interest of
About
3,619.
$500.
Yeah, so it's actually 506.
Yep.
So you save about $506 just there alone in interest
If you pay an extra $10.
if you pay an extra $10
every month.
every week. So
every
$40
week.
a month.
Oh.
And that's just $10. So let's say you have a good month,
Right.
or maybe you're to the point where you can put $20 a week.
Wow.
I won't tell you what I do because it's insane.
And what we did last week, was this gets insane because people, when you start paying it down a little bit, then of course the credit card company tells you, well, we'll make your minimum a little lower now.
I'm gonna do you a favor.
So you don't have to struggle so hard.
Mm-hmm.
Drop your minimum down 10, 20, 30%.
That's right.
And then we'll, recompute. And of course, recomputing adds just more years of debt and payment and incredible amounts of interest that you're paying. So they just kind of keep feeding you more.
It's more like stringing you along, but
yes, it's bullshit.
So what gets interesting is on the third year, it gets down to 5,384,
right?
And we got a difference of 647. So you can save another, almost
right
$1,100
right
over 2 years, and hopefully you got more money than you can put more down. This is just pure example to say it really doesn't take a lot to make a hit at it. You just have to go at it.
And what really kills me, and I'm talking to some friends of mine who just, they might be sitting on some money.
Yeah.
And in fact, this program that you're doing would actually this automated program that you're involved in, that this service that helps people decide, it basically takes it takes the guesswork out of it, and it says, look, if you've got a pool of cash, I know it's good to have, be a little liquid, but
it's good to have reserves, but
it's also good to be liquid. But if you're paying 23% interest on a $10,000 loan, that liquid is not doing anything. You're
drowning still.
You're still drowning. And if you took that money out, see, here's the thing, people would say that, and I've had this conversation a few times. If I don't want to just empty my checking account.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. What if
that's a hard thing to do? It is
if
actually.
Something goes wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, here's the thing. If you're paying down a massive amount of debt off of a credit card, you're technically the what if. That's what your credit card is supposed to be for. The what if. Yeah. If you need a chunk of
it's
change,
always there.
It's always there. They're not going to say,
it's just not costing you.
We're not going to tear up your card because you paid half of it down.
Yeah.
We're not going to drop no, they want you back.
Yeah.
The only thing they can't predict is the what ifs.
Yes.
What if your roof falls in? What if the wheels come off your car? What if things go wrong?
Yes.
And you need some cash. Well, that's what the credit card is for.
Yeah.
So instead of playing what if, take the money, drop it. I don't mean empty out your account, because you still need some need to be a little bit, but it's still, you still have access to funds.
Oh yes, definitely.
So paying 23% or more, 25, even 30%
when you're earning half a percent
debt on a debt, and you're not earning anything on money sitting in your account. So if you have $2-3 grand in your account, figure out what you need for the next 30 days or till the next check, and then dump it all on this, put $500 on your account, put $1,000 on this credit card debt. And then all of a sudden, you're going to see those numbers drop like crazy.
Oh yeah. If you don't make a hit on it,
do that for 6 months.
Yes.
If you can really bear down and find $1,000 a month, and drop it right down on that, all of a sudden that 10,000, that interest ain't going to be anything like what these predictions are.
And it makes every payment you make after that more potent for you.
Right.
So
and if you have that money, then don't start finding things to spend on that credit card. Get the hell out of it. That's an insurance policy. That's what you want to have. You want to have worst case scenario, I need 10 grand fast. Okay, well, credit cards are a great way to need 10 grand fast.
Yeah.
In an emergency, but not so much if you're already 9 grand. You're maxed out on that card. Where's your emergency?
Oh yeah, and then you're just swimming in it at that point.
Yeah. So yeah, it may seem like we're beating a dead horse, but man, it's got to get through to people.
Yes, it makes a huge difference.
It's got to get through to people. You just have to be out of it. Stop carrying debt because it won't carry you.
Well, because that interest money is real money you're losing.
It's
just total lost money.
You don't know that you've got an open wound bleeding and you're losing, a pint of blood every week.
I'm gonna stop that. So yeah, I just want to show that because I think a lot of people think you're just like, well, I don't really have enough. I'm paycheck to paycheck.
Right.
You can probably find $10 a week. You probably really could.
Probably find.
You may have to dig deep.
You might be able to find $100 a week.
That's what you probably could. I'm going from the extreme side of it. Is
right.
You should start somewhere.
And you got $300 minimum payment going out to a credit card a month now, which is $4 grand. Close to $4 grand a year.
Sure.
And that's kind of a. And if you've got that to pay it now, then imagine when you don't have that debt, you should have that $300.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be better to have that $300 a month going towards something that's actually
to
giving you a return,
or whatever?
Start a hot dog business.
It was funny. And I may get it wrong. I heard someone else talking about it on one of the other podcasts that I watch, and I think it was called Parkinson's Law. And what it states, something like that. I have to look it up, but what it states is
like Schrodinger's cat.
If you, I don't know, if your money line increases and you do not give the money that you increased by a job to do, you will spend it.
Oh yeah,
it'll become part of money that just goes away. You probably won't pay it on your credit card. You'll buy buying stuff
and like sand, like trying to grip sand in your hand.
Yeah.
Don't take long for that sand to get just come right out.
Instead of taking that money and saying, you know what, I'm going to start paying myself first. Let me go put it in this account where I can't get to it with my debit card.
Coin mining or let's
whatever
let's real estate whatever your thing is. A few coins. I'd rather park $20 on a coin right now than there's opportunity there.
Yeah, I mean, not getting a return is just it's not beneficial to you.
So but people are carrying debt and other people are getting rich off of that interest. There's a very small group of billionaires out there getting rich off that interest.
Appreciate the like, Ken.
Who's
Ken Barr.
Ken Barr. Hey, Ken, nice to see you out there. Love to have you on the show. Keep in touch. And I was talking to Ken about doing his own show. He's not
ready yet.
He's not ready. He's thinking about it. So
gotcha.
I'm hoping. So where'd the like came? Oh, the other like. All right, yeah, there he is. Cool. Anyway, it's 8:00.
Wow. That was
that was
good show.
Naja, you are welcome every week to come on board.
Thank you.
What's going on? Tell us if you got any events you're going to be at.
Sure.
Do you have any places you're going to be in the coming weeks?
Nothing yet. I got birthday parties and
Okay, so
word out the address and people make crash.
Crashing Naja's birthday parties.
Just tell them to wear a hat that says "Happy Birthday" and they'll probably.
Come on, everybody wants a New York street hot dog cart for a birthday party. Why not?
I can go to the dollar store and get some wrapping paper and wrap up something and bring it, drop it at the birthday table.
So how do you charge for something like that? Is it based on size or
size? It's size. How many people?
Like a standard that says the minimum I could charge to come out there would be, or is it based
I definitely have a minimum, and that would be more or less like 50 people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talk around to come to my house one day.
I
got big parties.
We get big slides and stuff and all that.
Yeah,
that's 50 people though, but I can get a number of people.
Okay, so
We'll work it out.
Let's plan for. I need a little bit more time to plan, but let's do another open house.
Mhm.
I'm thinking more like maybe early October.
Mm,
Can do
But
it.
we'll talk about
Can do an
this.
Oktoberfest.
yeah,
We could do our own little October.
we
Yeah,
can.
we could do something
I mean,
like
hot
that.
dogs and
That's
come
it.
on. I mean, that's like right there.
Yeah,
Hot dogs, sausages, spicy sausage, vegan dogs.
there you go. So
Yeah, I got it all.
I think that might have to happen.
The
You know,
Well,
potato
maybe by then
knish.
things will be settled down, and maybe the
we'll do a late.
cars
We'll
will be
do a
back out.
late 50th show party kind of
That'd
thing.
be great.
Or maybe we'll just take the next month off. You know,
Yeah.
no, can't do that. Can't
Nope.
do that.
Not doing that.
So
Tried that
yeah,
once.
let's talk about that. Let's talk about doing another. Let's talk about. We've been wanting to do it anyway, so
Mhm.
let's talk about that and
In
maybe
October,
put that
maybe a
plan.
little bit cooler.
Maybe even I'd be happy.
Yeah, it sounds good.
It's cooler, you
Mhm.
know. So
That's perfect time.
wonderful.
I want to
So-
do. I want to remember, Dean. Do you remember the block parties in New York?
I was a visitor, so
Right.
I've only been there.
It's something
5
that New Yorkers do from the beginning of September to the first week of October. They're
Nice.
allowed to shut down their street or whatever and do
Do a
like a
block party.
and
Wow.
yeah, they'll
See
get a
this year, though.
DJ, they'll get like a bouncy thing and a hot dog cart, you
I don't
know?
know. Can we get a bouncy house here?
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't get any work done that day, so maybe not. I'd just be
No,
out there bouncing
we get a
around.
joust.
I want to get a custom bouncy house for me shaped as a hot dog.
So we'll have the Oculus booth going on, so people
Yeah,
can,
yeah.
so people can get into VR and
Can't do it in sunlight though.
Mhm.
no, we'll have them come in and
Yeah.
we'll do it in the back studio. So, well, terrific. Naja,
Yeah.
it's been a pleasure.
Walk out sweating.
Same here, guys.
We're gonna wrap things up tonight and get our asses home. Or
Yeah.
or
More
I
we-
have-
shows coming
I have
soon.
somewhere. Well, we got
Yeah.
the back tied up tonight,
Right.
but I have somewhere I do have to go, so
Yeah.
I probably won't be able to stay tonight.
Oh, okay, well, there we go.
I gotta help train someone, so
Oh,
Uh-oh.
okay. All right, fun.
my day never stops.
Fun. Well, punch me up.
All right, guys.
All right, guys. I'm gonna bounce you out.
See ya.
All right.
Bye.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Well, thank you very much again for those of you watching, listening, chatting, liking. You are all welcome here anytime you want to come in and talk business. Anytime
sure.
you want to chat with us live. We meant to put the phone number out there, but that's fine. So
No spam
anyways,
calls either.
we as always we have a blast. We talk to people. Naja comes in with talks about our hot dog business and good information.
It's a shame
talking
when she
about-
bought that though.
Oh God,
I think it would have been a
that's-
whole different world for her had that not been the case.
She
would have been blown up.
She's probably, she was probably, yeah.
I mean, it would have been crazy. The amount of places she could have been in by now. Unfortunately,
things kind of were really slow. The last, like she said, since about November last
Mhm.
year to now, all the outdoor events started kind of creeping
Mhm.
back in.
yeah,
So
yeah.
nowadays it's, nowadays it's kind of, I don't know.
Yeah.
Time
will tell.
Trying to figure out and trying to keep healthy and not overreact to.
I think in your case, as long if the conventions keep going,
yeah,
and don't kind of start pulling back and shutting
Hey,
down.
I'm worried. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd be worried about that. But that's creeping back in, and people
Mhm.
are realizing we need to get back to work.
Mhm.
So what else we have to do to keep busy and whatnot, we'll do.
That's right.
Wear a mask. Do what you got to do. Social distance. Wear a mask. Get your shots. Whatever. So that's where we are at, and we hope to see you again next week. We always have a blast doing this, and I hope you have fun too out there. So I'm going to ask you again, and here I am, like, follow, and share. Please like, follow, and share this. This keeps us coming back to the table every week.
Actually,
And
don't want to
having
forget about
some
Instagram
fun.
too.
And
Appreciate you guys.
Oh, right, our Instagram people over there. Thank you for watching us. And that's it. That's all I got. We are out of here until next week. And now I got to punch up.
See ya.
I'm having a hard time finding that graphic. So I'm gonna punch up something.